you guys. Yes! We made it back in here another Sunday. I'm so excited. You guys, I miss you guys so much. How long has it been? Like 3 months or something? April, May, June. It's been a long time, but I am back. 2020 Vision is back. We are alive and well and kicking, and we're ready to do this thing. We're definitely ready to do this thing. I'm in a new studio right now. I'm in Vegas. Yes, we're broadcasting from Vegas. We don't do Steve. Do we have any hand claps? Did you get any hand claps? I think we're gonna have to do it from the studio. Yay! We're in Vegas, baby, and we're ready to turn up. And I have a very exciting show for you guys today. Especially ladies, you guys tune in because we have some gurus in the house that's going to help us navigate this dating pool, this, like what's going on in COVID pandemic, post COVID dating. Anyway, we're about to find out. We definitely about to find out. Man, I'm so excited. I have none other than Xavier Smith with me today, the dating coach and crypto pro. Y'all give a warm welcome to Xavier Smith.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Say hello to the people, Xavier.
Hello, people. Smith. I am a dating coach. Thank you so much. I'm with you today. You are the song goddess, the spiritual goddess, the spiritual warrior. So blessed to be speaking with you and to be on this podcast so much.
Thank you, Xavier. We've been having a little technical difficulty, so I want to, I apologize, you guys, for getting started late. I know you guys are tuned in, ready to see what Amira's about to do because 2020 Vision is back on. Shout out to everybody on Instagram Live. I see you guys. What up, what up, what up? Shout out to Facebook. You guys know you hold me down. Thank you so much. We're looking forward to your chats and your comments today. And definitely a shout out to YouTube. Thank you for watching us on YouTube as well as Twitter. Thank you, and thank you. Y'all know how I like to do before I get started, just kind of paying homage and giving the shout outs. And today I didn't have like a long list of shout outs that I wanted to do, but the main one and the biggest one that I want to give, you know what? And I don't do this. I don't know why I don't do this. Shame on me. Let's give a shout out to the Most High. Let's give a shout out to Spirit. Let's give a shout out to God Almighty. Let's give a shout out to Allah. Let's give a shout out to God Almighty, the Most High. Let's give a shout out to Spirit that commands the universe to line up for our benefit. Let's give a shout out. Thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be back in here with you all. Thank you so much for allowing me to continue to do my show. So shout out to the Most High. And then also, I want to actually get into the TikTok videos. Are we ready for that?
Mommy, sometimes people think that if boys tell you to do something, you gotta do it for them. But you don't gotta listen to. But you don't gotta listen to boys. But I only gotta listen to Daddy because he says so. But sometimes I don't like to listen to him either.
Really, Betty? Really, baby?
Really, Mama.
Hand claps. Yeah, so, that's just a little girl telling it like it is in her pure essence. I mean, that was just so real. Sometimes I don't want to listen to him either. What you think about that, Xavier? Sometimes we don't want to listen to y'all. Not even Daddy. Huh?
Not like you guys are doing so, like women in society, if anything, we need to be, because when it comes to a lot of things, mental health, emotional well-being. So she's absolutely right, and I'm so sad at such a young age to say, you know what, I'm sad, and you know what, girl, you shouldn't have it, right? Action speaks so much louder, less talking and more showing, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so you agree. That's good. I like
Yeah,
it when y'all agree. I totally like it when y'all agree.
it
Okay,
happens on
what we
occasion.
got?
Yeah.
Yes, 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 and yes, as it should. All right, so what we got next, Steve?
Absolutely no reason you need to keep identifying with the past. And if you disagree, give this exercise a shot because it's one of the most freeing things I've ever experienced. Imagine for a second that you literally had no past, that your life simply began right now, and you were just aware of what is here and now, aware of my face on your phone screen, aware of my voice, aware of the sounds inside of your head that we call thoughts. But those thoughts are no longer personal because you are not the past. You are simply the awareness of what is here and now. How's it feel? Kind of freeing, huh? Maybe you even feel a little bit lighter? Well, that's because this is what you are. You are not the past. You are simply the awareness of what is, here and now.
Strolling the TikTok videos. Am I back on?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You know what, you guys? When transition happens, it's not that easy. You know what I mean? It's not that easy for transition to happen. So right now we're kind of going through this transition phase. So a few technical difficulties, but we're going to do this show for y'all. 2020 Vision will be done. Okay. So give us a few seconds. Xavier, I think we need to switch you back to what you were on in the beginning. If you can do that. Steve, can you show another video, please? Just keep running those TikTok videos for the people.
When a feminine woman is in discomfort for too long, she's going to naturally become masculine. This is the body's survival mechanism. If you're a man, your environment needs to be comfortable because femininity cannot thrive in discomfort. Masculinity can. Femininity can thrive like that. A woman who's anxious too long or uncomfortable too long, her body is going to make her more masculine so she can survive and defend herself. So if you're in a situation where you've seen your feminine woman turn masculine, she's not comfortable, bro. You have to have the skills to comfort and be comforting. You see what I'm saying? Join the Players Club.vip. Players Club.vip, I got you.
Yep. That was word, and word. I like it. I like it when it says we're going to deal a lot of these conversations we're going to deal with. So that's why I chose these particular TikTok videos today, because we're going to deal with a lot of these subject matters. And I like what the young man said. He said that when a woman switches to her masculine, you're wondering why a feminine woman switched to her masculine. It's because she's uncomfortable and she has to protect herself. And feminine cannot thrive or even be comfortable in a toxic environment where she feels like she's constantly having to put her guard up, put her shield up, and protect herself. So that masculine energy starts to come out. And so if you're wondering why your girl, like, your wife or whomever switches to this masculine energy and all of a sudden you can't get your feminine sweetheart back, it may be because she's uncomfortable and doesn't feel protected. So I really like that message. We're going to get into those conversations with Xavier. He's going to shed some light on it. But as of right now, we got another TikTok video for you guys, and we'll be right back at you.
Always in my head, bro.
And he did the same thing with Eve.
Eve was eyeing that apple from day one, and she was checking out of the angels. He was an easy target.
But the other fruit was dry.
So you wasn't checking Eve out, bro?
That's a sin, ain't it?
Well, I wouldn't say I was checking her. I was admiring her. I wasn't checking her. I mean, pussy had no clothes on. This is the guy that's guarding you, bro? You gonna be chilling back home with me very soon.
Okay, look, can you just leave me be? You got me out here acting up, hooking up with Keisha every weekend.
Man, I ain't... wait, who's Keisha?
Oh, who's Keisha? The one that works at Trader Joe's. She always gives me the discounts on the vegan chicken nuggets. Keisha, the one with the good-looking mom. The girl. She's always with the chicken nuggets. So you don't know who she is. That's on me.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, please, you're not off the hook. You still got kicked out of heaven. Explain that.
First of all, God was upset with me because I wasn't showing up to choir rehearsal.
You sing?
Yes, he used to sing soprano.
And the other angels were jealous of me because I was the Beyonce of the group. So they went to God and lied on me, talking about I'm trying to take over the heavens and all this crap.
That's not what I read, but okay. Have you talked to God since, or?
Nah, it's fine. I mean, I run the music industry down here. And if you're so pure, why you down here with me, Frank?
Because I'm here trying to keep him on the straight and narrow. He's pure, innocent. We don't even recognize sin around here.
Bet you recognize that though, don't you? I'm telling God. God!
No, hey, listen to me now. Listen to me now. Yo, hey, no, for real, chill, bro.
Hello. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. I thought that was funny. I thought that was cute. He called himself telling on somebody. And he got told on. I like his TikTok videos, Xavier. Can you hear me?
Yes. Same.
Let's see if we got you now.
Can you hear me? Yep.
I can hear you. So it's a little
Okay.
bit of a delay, but I would rather deal with the delay than to not to miss something that you're saying. So let's do it that way. I can be patient.
Okay.
Maybe it's going to teach me a little bit about patience.
Link to the stream, right? The Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, you're here. Everybody can hear you. You're in the land of Facebook, YouTube, and you're live, and they're watching this thing go down live. I guess later on, this is one of those shows that we're going to have to edit. I've never edited shows in 2 years that I've been doing this, but this might be that one. So, all right. So I'm glad I got you here. Just, ladies and gentlemen, give a warm welcome to Xavier Smith again. He's hanging in here with us while we're trying to get these things together. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming on and joining us today. We have some ladies that want to call in and talk to you. So we really want to get into your story. We really want to get into this. So I'm going to just dive right in. Xavier, please tell us where you're from.
Absolutely. So originally from Queens, New York. Now,
Yes.
now reside in Richmond, Virginia. Your local dating coach. Ready for action.
So when did you get to Virginia?
15 years ago.
Okay.
15
Okay.
years ago.
What?
So
Okay.
a little bit long.
Was it a family move or?
Yeah.
And so I know that I know that you, as I was reading about you, one of the things that you said that stood out to me is that you wanted to go into dating coaching, because of some of your past relationships and some of the relationships that you've seen, and you kind of wanted to understand things more. So you started getting into counseling and getting into those things yourself. But I wanted to know, what made you decide that you wanted to take such a feat on as helping people with their relationships, with the dynamic of a relationship? Like, what compelled you to say, look, I understand this and I'm ready to dive in and help others understand it as well?
Fan of love, right? I'm one of those guys that watches love. I love movies that are romantic comedies, and I love people being in love. Be that type of husband that would help design the wedding. So a bit high, and I realized that people weren't doing it the way that they wanted to, and weren't achieving the goals that they needed. I really want to help with that, especially since I've been able to receive help. If I can help as many people as I've been helped, that would be a huge.
Okay. All right. I can understand that. So just to be clear, and there's still some delay and some cutting out. So I'm just going to be probably repeating a lot of things that you're saying just for the viewers' sake. But you were saying that if you can help people out, that would be essential to you. That would be phenomenal for you to be able to help people out. And you said you're a fan of love.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's great.
Real love,
Yeah.
that old school love,
That's the only type of love that I think should exist. That old school love. What we were raised on. Yeah. Look at
Exactly.
me. Okay. All right. I could live in that moment forever. So, exactly when did you actually start your business? When did you start your company of coaching?
Um, Probably almost a year ago. And everything like that was almost a year ago. When TikTok started,
Uh-oh. Say it one more time. TikTok started.
when TikTok started to pick up, because
Okay.
I didn't really have a customer base, gain a bigger following. So
So you just pretty much got online and started talking to the people because this was a passion, and then it catapulted from there.
absolutely,
That's
yep,
good. See, that's why I tell
100%.
people don't sleep on TikTok. Don't sleep on TikTok at all. I mean, careers are built and and cultivated and become very successful off of TikTok. So, I mean, you're an example because I think you have like what 252,700 something like that following on TikTok.
Oh yeah, no, it's actually doubled. So that's what it was around the time I 8,000 followers on TikTok.
And so now you said it's doubled.
Yeah, yeah, 450,000 followers
Good Lord.
on TikTok.
That goes to show you how much of us really need love, need to understand the principles, the foundation of love, why, when, what, where. You know, when I was on your live the other day, I recognized that it's a lot of women that tune in with you. Why do you think that is?
I think, and a lot of them have told me, let me say it that, a lot of women like a wife. And I think that a lot of them already get older, they meet a lot of guys who haven't been, so they're trying to figure out, like, there's an imbalance of men are not really being husbands and women are being wives, so they're like no, and then sometimes there's a lot of imbalance on the male side, skills on communication and such. So they think that come to my life, they're like, oh my God, you're a guy and you're speaking, you exist, and I'm like, yeah, like it's on pause because a lot of men don't exhibit those behaviors.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely speaking our language. And so I actually want to show the people what you've been doing and what you've been able to accomplish through TikTok. So I put a little, just a little highlight video together for you. We just want to pay homage to what it is that you've been doing for us. Like you said, you've doubled in numbers. So obviously a lot of us are paying attention and benefiting from what you've been doing. So first of all, thank you for that. And then second of all, without further ado, let's show the people who Xavier Smith is.
Clarity. Instead of moving based on a story you created in your mind that may or may not be true. Clarity preserves relationships. Relationship? Do you want to know how to find someone who appreciates it? In this book, take advantage while you can. Amazon Prime, 5 Toxic Dating. Have you noticed that people who can't communicate seem to always think that you're trying to argue? Friend should be a potential wife. Relationships are investment. Who said that? I am a man who never said that. Don't be ashamed to show that vocal range, especially the ladies with the loud laughs. God's gift. Nothing like a lady that can express herself. Get a little. That might require some volume. So please, be yourself, your full self. Thank you, man, but you are not speaking for me. Your self-respect has to run deeper than your feelings. People like you don't happen often. Never forget how rare you are. I've kept lying to you if you didn't find out. Remember that. I don't get upset over people. I get upset over the way I got treated because I didn't deserve it. Mixed signals are another way of letting me know I still haven't found the right person. Still be authentic. You can still be honest and open and not be vulnerable. For example, I am an open book. I am an extrovert. But there's a boundary to the type of details that I will give per the story. It doesn't mean that I'm not being authentic. It means there's limitations. They're not things that bother me if you use them the wrong way. You handle those appropriately and you respect my boundaries, I'll let you in a little bit more. I'm not just strong because I survived a toxic relationship. I'm also strong because I can love harder than ever. Position where you feel like you've given them so many chances and you deserve better. You've given them too many chances. You deserve better. Take advantage while you can. Amazon Prime, 5 toxic dating steps.
Wow.
Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Yeah, that's you. That's what you've been bringing to the table.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. You've been dropping knowledge for a while, which is great. Which is great. So now
Apparently,
people, you
I
guys,
didn't even realize.
yes. Now the people see who you are, why you are, and what you do, and what you've been doing for us lately. And, you know, I love your passion. We talked about the passion that you have for it. We talked about when you started, why you actually started. Now, in regards to the education, I know you were speaking to other counselors about it, but, you know, did you find yourself going through a certain curriculum? What kind of studies did you do to say, hey, you know, I can do this coaching thing? What type of education did you put yourself through in regards to coaching others?
Classes that I took in college, amongst like psychology courses and stuff. On the side training, because you have to have a certain amount of hours. Licensed marriage counselors, that's who I worked with.
Yes.
And then I learned more about. I didn't want to go into counseling. I didn't want to be a psychologist. Beginning steps of how we get in there in the first place, because in my experience in the beginning is pretty much how you end, right?
Right.
Or
Mm-hmm.
steps didn't require licensing or anything like that. It's a deal, but I still went, you know, still did the courses as dating coach. Like it's either you're a life coach, like, so I did go through quite a bit of training to get to this point.
Right. So you were saying that it wasn't actually curriculum based on being a dating coach, but it was either life coach or health and wealth, maybe,
Exactly.
but not something particular to
Or like
your passion.
no, they don't have
But
they
see,
don't have a set curriculum.
okay. So studying, but studying with the marriage counselors and the psychology classes, you were able to put together, let's say, your own program.
Yeah, I took all the information that I've been given in dating fields, and that was where I was able to nail this.
Okay. I get it. I understand it. I totally understand it. Okay, so before we start taking callers, because there is some people that I'm sure wants to talk to you and ask some questions, but I don't know. I have a dating question. Yeah, and for a woman, right? I can't ask in general for a man. You know, I'm gonna say for a woman that's just getting.
Let's go.
Okay. Just getting back here out here in the dating world, and this world has changed so much. Not just the pandemic, but basically since I've been in the dating world, which has been about 15 years. A person like myself that's accustomed to being a wife and a nourisher, a caregiver, someone that's accustomed to doing acts of service, things that pampers and I don't know, comforts my mate. But now I'm out here in these like murky waters, right? I'm out here in these like where there's all these sharks, right? And I still have the mentality of a wife. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like this bad girl out here slaying dudes or whatever. You know what I mean? So I'm not out here slaying dragons and shit. But 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 I think I'm ready to be out here again after 15 years. A woman like myself, what would be not just the advice, but what would be some of the precautions? What would be some of the things, things that I should be cautious about? And I guess, how do I attract someone that is, I don't know, more serious than game player? I guess those are the questions, if that makes sense.
This might be a little bit long-winded.
Okay. I'm here for it. Now take your time, because you like literally I'm hearing every other sentence or every other word. So what you can do is say the sentence and then let it resonate for a second before you speak again.
Okay. It's gonna be like a bar. No,
we got to get it done.
That's perfect. Okay. So for how long again?
I've been out of the dating world for 15 years, and I've been back in it. I guess I would say I'm just now getting back in it now. I've been single for a year and a half, but I haven't been dating, so I'm getting back into the dating pool. So yeah, if that answers your question.
So is your You didn't hear that?
No. Say it again.
I was saying, is your goal to be married again?
Nah. See, that's the problem. You gonna get with me. I'm just gonna be real honest. It might have been more politically correct for me to say yeah, but nah, not right now. I can't see it. Not right now. I can't see it. and I know. Okay. I heard you. That's your thing. Your thing is to date. You should date to be married. I get that, but yeah, not me right now.
No, be married. I say that for the people who want to be married, but
okay.
Everybody, it's important to know that first, right? Like if you met the right guy from now to the next 6 months to a year, would you consider marriage?
See. Okay, so we're dating for like a couple of years or whatever. And I don't know. I mean, like if I'm spending that type of time with you, like 2 years or whatever with you, of course I can't just be like wasting anybody's time. So I don't want to do that either. I don't want to be that person either. However, my answer to that question right now is we could go to Africa and jump a broom, and we could I'd even wear your ring and even call myself by your last name. I just don't know about the paperwork. I don't know about the contract. The contract is bogus. It's like you enter into this business contract with someone based on love and based on if you're going to like this person in the next however many years before you stop liking that person. And then when you guys don't like each other anymore and can't agree anymore, now you're at war because you got to get out of this contract that you done made with the state and the government. And so I'm a little indifferent about the paperwork. As far as being a wife, being, monogamous and being, acting like a wife and being, being a partner to my partner. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with the acts of being married. I have a problem with the contractual agreement.
So the government
Yeah, they don't have like if you were to enter into a business contract like like someone wanted to say give you a publishing deal for your books or whatever, and if they based it on if this contract read that you have to like me or we have to like each other for the next 5 years while we're distributing your book, you know, or else everything is null and void, you wouldn't sign that contract.
Well, I guess it depends on the person, right?
Okay.
Like if I first, then I would see how that works.
Okay.
So I'm not, but here's the thing: everybody's different. I can hear it like talking after me. So
You get an
yes,
echo on your end now?
we a little.
Okay. So the echo on his end is it just on his end, Steve?
It's on his end because I don't hear it.
Okay.
Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay.
We got it.
But you were saying it depends on the person.
And I with my best friend.
Right.
I don't like my best friend every day. I don't love my best friend. They're best friends regardless. I have 100% trust. Literally, the most realistic relationship. I know them in their natural form for years. That's not to say everybody's gonna have that though.
Right. I get it. I get it. So your advice to me at this point in time is
Find your best friend.
Aw, that's so sweet. Oh, I need some teddy bears and some hearts up here and some rainbows and some unicorns. That was so sweet. I love that. Okay. You know what? There's nothing I can say to rebut that. Find your best friend. Yes, 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 and yes. I concur. I agree. What do we have any chatters, Reggie? Okay. So you're not able to see them on Facebook. That's okay. You guys, if you're chatting on Facebook, definitely keep them coming. You know, we're doing something a little different today, so we're trying to get everything together, but keep them coming if you are chatting on Facebook with us. Do we have any callers? Aziz, do we have any callers waiting on the line? Okay. Okay, so this is Facebook, or it looks like this is Facebook. Okay, we do have some chatters on Facebook. Okay, so I can see the chatters on Facebook. That's Cammie Harris. Hey, girl. Hey. Hi. Are you listening to the Guru today? Are you listening to the Dating Coach today? Call in and ask some questions. Delon Gardner. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, girl. Dee Dee from Champaign. Hey, girl. Hey. And then who else? Golden Girl says good vibes. Okay, so the callers, are they online? You said who's online? Yeah. Yes, bring them in. Who is the first caller? Hey, Neff. Okay. She's coming. So I may have to ask the question again for you, Xavier, to hear, just in case you can't hear correctly, but whatever they ask, I'll ask you. And Golden Girl, she's on Facebook. She says she definitely have a question. Yeah, she says she has a question. They all got questions. They got questions for you, Xavier. You know how this goes. The difference is it's not live. You're not on your TikTok live, so therefore you have a moment to think, because they don't give you a moment to breathe. I've been on your live. They be shooting those questions at you. You don't have a moment. And if you don't shoot that answer right back to them, they get a little, you know what I mean? They get a little hot and bothered. You know what I mean? And not in a good way. Meanwhile, while we're waiting for Neff to come in, we have some people over here on Instagram. She can hear me?
Yes, we can. What's your question?
Okay. So we have some people on Instagram. Man, it's a lot of you guys on here. Oliver Jr. Music, shout out to you. Frank, shout out to you. June Lower, shout out to you. Matthew, shout out to you. Blaze, hello there. Haven't heard from you in a while.
What's your
Antoine,
question,
shout out
Neff?
to you. The Distinguished Silver Beard, shout out to you.
What is your
Okie, what
question?
up? Shout out to you. Waff Digger, shout out to you. And Tovia on drums. Hey, have been missing your broadcast. Honey, I'm back. I've been missing my broadcast too. I am so back and ready. I'm ready, ready, and ready. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys didn't miss a beat. Rodriguez, thank you for tuning in. And then let's see. Renee Fernandez. Hey, Renee. LJ Brown, he was a comedian that came on 2020 Vision a few months ago. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. Johnny CBA, what up?
What are good places to meet quality men?
Okay. All right. So we won't be able to hear her? No?
Terry says, what are good places to meet quality men?
Okay. All right. So our first caller is Nefertari. She says, what are good places to meet quality men?
Quality is per the person. What is quality to you? What do your standards look like? Figure out some interests, right? Because are not just going to be any old place, right? So a gamer, you wouldn't go to a bar. Places like that. If you're into fine wine, common interests, and what mixing off that, think of that first. What's important to you? What and go to places that represent that, and that's where you.
Okay, so just in case you didn't get all that, Neff, he said, first of all, the quality starts within you. Going to where you have, where you're interested in, going to, I was going to say like-minded interest, but at first you have to be interested in it to even go. So he was giving an example. If you're not looking for a player, going to a bar is probably not going to, get you where you're trying to go. But whatever the interest is, if you like to bowl, go bowling. And chances are you'll meet someone there that likes to bowl as well. If you like fine wine, as Xavier stated, then go to a restaurant that serves fine wine, or a winery or a distillery that serves fine wine. And you'll meet someone that, chances are you'll meet someone, it's not, not 100% guarantee, but chances are, a strong chance you're going to meet someone that also enjoys fine wines. So just self-interest is what he's saying. Be true to yourself, and you will then attract those people of like mind and spirit and all of those things, and energy, and kind of oxymoronish now, but you know what I mean. So did you hear me, Neff? She heard me. Okay, so is this a thing we're not going to be able to hear the callers either?
She's actually in my ear. I don't know what she's done.
We should be at, I wanted it to where Xavier can hear the callers.
I can hear you, Neff.
You can hear her in your ear, but we don't have her in mine, or Xavier can't hear her.
She's on.
You can hear her in your earbuds, right? So unplug your earbuds.
Okay. And so, while we're going through that, let's see who else is online with us. Online with us. I know Golden Girl is going to come in. I know she has a question. Cammie, do you have a question? Because in a minute, we're going to be talking about cryptocurrency. We're going to switch gears here in a minute. So ladies, get it in while he's in the mood to talk about love. But you can't separate a man and his money. You can't come between that. So when we get on the money, his mind is definitely going to be on the money, which is what our mind is on too. Now that got something to do with love. What you say, Xavier? Romance without finance is a nuisance, right?
Inflation is not playing with us. We need that finance.
Is she
I think I hear
Is she
Neff.
moving on?
I think I hear Neff now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear her. But can Xavier hear her? That's the
Okay,
question.
yeah.
So when we bring the other caller in, want to be able to hear her. Yes, no?
So
Okay.
I think Nefertiti
All right.
had another
We
question.
get it together,
and
y'all.
after
Hey,
her, we
hey,
got
y'all.
Golden
Hey.
Girl
Okay,
being on the
Xavier.
line.
My God. We're going to do this again. And you're going to have to fly out and come in studio. You're going to have to definitely fly out to LA.
I'm gonna have to
come in studio. I mean,
fly-
yeah. I'm in Vegas now, and this is great. It's great. It's great here. But yeah, we're going to have to get you
So
out
yeah,
here.
I did have another question.
Okay.
You heard that, Xavier? Looks like you heard that. You heard it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
He
I
can
heard
hear
that
you, Neff.
one.
He can hear you now.
Yeah.
And she says she has another question.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Are we going to try to figure
So
out first,
another
or are we
question.
gonna, what we want to do?
I mean, it's showing that, where's it coming from? Where's the
Okay. So, Neff, go ahead and ask the question. I think Xavier can hear you. If not, I'll do the repeat thing again.
Okay, that's fine. What would you say what are 5 different types of men that we should stay away from? If you're looking for a good man that, has his things together, what are 5 different types of men that we should avoid to get to that man that we want?
Okay, now she's gone. I heard everything you said up until you said, what are the 5?
Five different
can you hear me better?
types of men that we should stay away.
Hello?
You heard her better than me, Xavier. You said 5 different types of men that we should stay away from?
Yeah.
Okay. You're on, Xavier.
Selfish. Who only cares about his own needs and his own feelings. Number 2, the man who only cares about what you can offer him. So that all revolves, right? Number 3, a misogynist man, or as a partner, a man who looks at a woman as something, going to the categories about that. Let me see, is that 3? A man who isn't kind or patient. A narcissist.
Come on, talk about it.
If things
I
don't go
actually can hear.
his way, you can't hear me?
She heard you.
Can you hear me?
No, I can't hear.
Oh, you can't hear.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
so
can.
I'll
I can hear you,
I'll
but I
repeat it after you get done. I'm on number 4. What's number 5? And I'll repeat everything.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Type of man you should stay away from is the undercover. Plays nice to get you to do something for him, or really giving away kindness with no expectations and no.
Okay, so the undercover, I heard that part, and he's expecting you to do something for him, but there was another part I didn't hear. The undercover what?
So, undercover nice guy.
Okay, undercover nice guy. All right. Okay, so Neff, he said the number 1 is a selfish man. You don't need a selfish man, honey. uh, and
That
you
one
know,
spoke to my soul. Okay.
huh? And then the other man that's always talking about what can you offer him? You know those ones that's running rampant on these podcasts lately, talking about what you bring to the table, not understanding
What do
that
you
we the
bring to the
table.
table?
Right. So that guy,
Yeah.
the misogynist, that guy,
Mm-hmm.
a man that's not kind or patient, someone that doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
have empathy or be kind or patient with you as a woman, which is also translates into the narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
What else? The undercover nice guy, because he's just doing it, like I have male friends that always says this phrase. It's the overplay for the underlay. Like I had one friend that bought his wife a gold chain, and it had like Queen Nefertiti on it, as a matter of fact. And he went out of his way to get it for her, and to make sure that I was able to help get it for her. But he always complains about her, always. And I'm like, every other day it sounds like you're about to get a divorce the way you complain about your wife. How do you complain and then you go grab this necklace? And he said, oh, that's the overplay for the underlay. So the overplay for the underlay, the way I took that, and Xavier, you can chime in on this, is that pretty much he's pretending, to be nice. He's saying that he's doing that so that he can, do the other things that he wants to do behind closed doors or when she's not looking and things of that nature to catch her off guard. And so that's how I take the undercover nice guy. Xavier, do you want to expound on that?
You pretty much had it. He over to make sure that he gets what he wants from you. It's not right. It's because, hey, I'm the one out of you, and that's the only reason why I'm doing it. I genuinely want to get to know you, and I want to spend time with you and on an investment. That's it.
So Neff, did you hear that? He was saying that it's more so motivated on what he wants from you. Is that correct, Xavier?
Okay.
So the maybe small acts of service or the small gifts or things that he's doing, he's typically doing it because he knows that this is the way that he can get what he wants out of you. And is it correct to say, Xavier, that as soon as he start getting those things, you'll see the other things fall back?
Okay.
Yes, because if he starts doing some of those things, and then there's a certain amount of give
Is that the same type of
that he
man?
wants to
I'm
see.
sorry if he's talking. I can't hear him.
Wait 1 second, Neff. Go ahead, Xavier.
So he's going to play his cards right to get that give, because as soon as a little bit more, then once you've given so much, he's going to make sure that the relationship is built on your gets you to overcompensate in return and make a relationship off.
Okay. So it's hard to repeat exactly what he said. Can you hear me, Neff?
Yes.
Okay. It's a bait and switch. That's what it is. That's the best way I can.
Okay.
You understand what a bait and switch is?
Is that? Yeah. Is that also the same type of man that will, basically, if he doesn't get what he wants, the nice actions stop on top of him showing his true colors, who he is underneath that mask? Like, he might start treating you horribly, or just saying different things,
Yeah, that sounds like the narcissist. But go
Yes,
ahead.
yes. When you stop overcompensating, right?
When you
When
stop overcompensating. Mm-hmm.
when you go into
Mm.
your natural giving self, give
When you go into your natural giving self to give. Uh-huh.
frustrated because he wants the overcompensate version of designed in his
Okay, hold on.
mind.
Okay. So what you start seeing is his frustration when you stop, like, doing, stop giving the things
Or not
that he's yielding from
giving
you.
it.
You'll see his
Mm.
frustration comes out because, he was overcompensating to get what he wanted to get from you. And so the frustration
Mm.
that you see
Mm.
is him realizing that it's not working anymore.
It's
Mm.
there's a version of you, and if he's not getting that full thing, he's going to.
Okay. There's a version of you, and if he's not getting that full thing, he's going to. I didn't hear the last part, Xavier.
You're going to see his other as long as you overcompensate.
You're going to see his other side, the other version of himself.
Yes.
As long as you, overcompensate, or as long as you.
Compensate. No.
Yeah.
Wait. So
When you're not
if
doing what he's trying to say yield from you, when you're not doing those things, then you'll see the other version of this person, of this man, or this person.
Mm.
he he wants overcompensate version of you.
Oh, he wants the overcompensating version of you. Bam. Okay, we got it. We made it.
Okay.
We did it. We did it. uh, you know, Fortunately, remember I was telling you, Xavier, there's a lot of multi-dimensional people that comes on the show that I get a chance to interview, different levels of different people. And so the fortunate thing is we also have a relationship coach sitting in here with us. So I wanted him to just chime in on what we were just discussing right then in regards to the 5 different types of men as a young woman. I'm going to say young woman. Neff, she's a young lady. Is out here trying to date, and I believe that she's dating to one day be married.
Okay.
Am I right, Neff?
Yeah.
So she's dating to be married one day, and she's young lady, pretty, young lady in her late 20s, and she just wants to know what the 5 type of men that she should stand clear of.
Well, I think experience becomes the best teacher for us all. Once we experience what doesn't work, we understand that life is about learning. And how do we learn? We learn from observation. That's what we see. And then we learn from experimentation. That's what we do. And then we learn from maturation. That's what we grow into. So we see what we don't want. We experience what we don't want to go back to. And we mature into where we want to go to. It's very important that the basis of all relationships are self. So you can have a relationship without you, but the best relationship that you'll ever have is with yourself. So you have that conversation with yourself. It's not about the 5 guys to stay away from. It's what you experience and what you deem becomes a fit for you. Once you determine what becomes a fit for you, then everybody else, you won't have the time because you realize how time is your biggest commodity. And so you understand what fits. And if it doesn't fit, you don't force it. So once you determine what is your fit, that is the most important thing in the world. But that's doing the work on you. That's doing the work with yourself. So you have to determine what becomes the best relationship that you can have with yourself. The best relationship that you can have with yourself is understanding that the basis of all relationships is self. Because you can't change anybody else. The only thing that can change is you. You cannot have a relationship without you. So once you understand that the best relationship that you'll have with yourself is you create good energy. And then when other things come around you that doesn't have the same energy, when the energy is wrong, the conversation won't be long.
You got that, Neff?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That is understood.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks for the call, Neff. Thanks for calling in. We're going to take this last caller before we switch gears here. We're talking. We're talking about dating. We talk about love. We're talking about relationships.
Yeah.
We have two gurus in the house. We have Reggie Rogers, the relationship coach, and we also have Xavier Smith, the dating coach. So, you know, we're getting a treat today, ladies. We're getting we're getting it from both ends. So, you know what? That was not. I didn't say that right. I didn't say that. I wasn't supposed to say it like that.
We got one last caller left.
But we got another caller. Oh, we got another caller on the line, and then we
got
have
another.
I'm sorry.
We got another caller in the building.
Okay. We have another caller on the line, and then we're going to bring in another special guest to talk to us about this money, honey, this cryptocurrency. Who do we have on the line?
Golden Girl 10 is my YouTube handle. Because I am right now watching.
All right. They're
So
still
I'm watching
collaborating on who's
right
going to come
now.
on the
I'm
line.
watching
So,
her live.
who do we have on Instagram? Oh, we have Parkside. Hello, Parkside. We have BMK Sounds. Hello, BMK Sounds. Xavier. I am really, I know that it's a little bit of technical difficulties here, but I'm really enjoying the fact that you're on the show with us today, making sure that we are right and tight for this dating pool, this dating thing that we've been into, that we've kind of been thrust into with this whole COVID thing. And that's another question I wanted to ask you. What kind of advice can you give us dating in this post-COVID environment? It's kind of like not over it. It's like it'll go post, like we're out of it, then we're in it again. And now we're into something even major like monkeypox or whatever. So we keep getting kind of jerked around mentally, emotionally, and I'm sure spiritually we're kind of getting jerked around. So what would you say to those who are kind of feeling like we're fish out of water trying to date in this post-COVID, pre-COVID monkeypox environment?
I think it's a really, really good time.
Oh, okay.
So you can be patient and having it right.
Be patient and have what?
To hold back from moving too fast.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, you don't do more phone calls. You can take those initial steps. Hey, I can't meet you.
Do you want me to hang up?
Because you know, right?
Huh?
Okay, you said I can't meet you because
you know there's COVID out here.
Mm-hmm.
I need to, because I'm not comfortable with just going out like that yet. Once I take this risk, I know it's worth it. To say, I'm gonna take my time. Can we FaceTime? Right? So you don't have to leave the house. You don't have to get all dressed up. You can time conversation and ask all the questions you need right there.
Okay, so if I understand you correctly, you're saying that this COVID environment, post-COVID environment, whatever, that we're in is a great time to reconnect because we can do it without rushing ourselves by, you know, meeting someone that's ultimately a stranger and putting ourselves in any kind of discomfort or danger. We're able to FaceTime, we're able to email, we're able to text now, we're able to kind of go back to the old school and, you know, really getting to know someone before we start, you know, actively dating that person in the physical. Is that what you were saying?
Absolutely. Okay. You can communicate over the phone. So we're right back to that.
Yeah. And for yourself, do you find that more comforting when you can, kind of, what is that, Zoom date people for the, for the meantime, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I have to do it from the comfort of my home, and I can have a face-to-face conversation before we do go out on a date. I'm a lot more solidified in who you are. I know I I can be a little bit more extravagant, and it's going to be.
So, I guess it saves money too, right?
Yeah, but at the same time, I like page
You were like, what?
before I do.
Okay. And so, but for those, say for those who would like to date but don't have the resources or the finances to actually, go out and actually patronize a venue or go to an event with another person, do you feel like they're finding more success in this post-COVID, pre-COVID, environment that we're in?
Yes, because sometimes spending money on the date expectation that no one agreed to, right?
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I'm expecting something out of it, or I'm expecting to hear from you. Time you, if it goes well, it goes well. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And know the person before you spend is a little bit.
More safe and secure. I can imagine that. So yeah, so that way you don't have to, as a woman, sometimes we're expected to do some things that we don't want to do because we, got some dinner and a drink. Somebody paid for some dinner and drinks or whatever. And then
Yeah.
men, they, on the other side might be like, well, I spent a lot of money and I didn't want to, necessarily spend a lot of money to go home by myself. So with the dating environment that we're kind of in right now, we can all take our time to get to know each other and what we expect before we even see one another. Is that what you're saying? Okay. All right.
Exactly.
See, I'm a good interpreter.
And you
I
don't
can,
have to eat in front.
we, I mean, we can start doing sign language and I'll be good. We can do this. Okay, we have another caller on the line, Golden Girl. She's the one that earlier that said she had a question. She's on the line. She says, I definitely have a question. Golden Girl, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Golden Girl, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. All right. Well, while they're getting that together, we actually, I do want to switch gears. It's, we're almost at the end of that end of our time together, but I definitely want to talk about cryptocurrency before we go. Okay, I do have the question. I can ask the question for her right quick. She wants to ask, why do some men wait until they're in their mid 40s to 50s to decide to get married? And she says she'll just listen on Facebook for the answer. So why do some men wait till they're in their mid 40s and 50s to get married?
That's a good question.
Oh, look, you're stumped?
So I think that and readiness. I'm getting. I can't hear a thing.
You can't hear anything now?
Okay, I can hear.
Is it? Let me ask you.
I hear you now.
Let me ask you this, Xavier. I know you have your Bluetooth pods in. Do you happen to have any pods that are not Bluetooth, that are not digital, like any plugins?
I can. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, 40s and 50s. See, that's a tough question because I've done that. But from what I've heard, have this kind of like, it depends on their maturity. They still want to date around. Are they still thinking that they got all this thing? If I had to get, this is my opinion. This is not a
You don't
fact.
speak for all men. I get it. Okay.
No. But they they think that I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not exactly worried about settling down. And then realization, right? That hey, I'm getting up there, I settle down. So there's nothing wrong with that. If that's options look different at different ages.
Come on, talk
I'll
about
just put it that way. Don't think that,
yeah.
and I even think it's a little in their 20s. I'm like I don't right? When are they ready to settle down and take care of a home? They choose that at 50, then that's their choice. But to spend their time chasing other things, and this is how they end. Sometimes I just think that's just what they chose, right? And just know what the dating pool is going to look like.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna let Reggie jump in on this question. I think it's a great question. Reggie, jump in on it for us real quick, and then so we can switch gears.
The truth of the matter is that we all know from history women mature faster than men. So men typically don't shift gears until the age of 35. So when a man begins to shift gears at the age of 35, that's when he starts to say, okay, maybe I don't want to buy another car, a fancy car, a big house. Maybe it's time for me to start looking for a mate. But women have already shifted gears. And so in a woman's perspective and a mindset, she feels that it's taking him a little bit longer. But the truth of the matter is, ladies, you benefit if you get a man that's in a mature state. So if it takes him a little longer, because he needs to mature and get into that state where he's actually ready, then you benefit from that. You don't want to get an immature boy and you've married because it's early in life. You want to get a mature man who is ready and has all of the play out of him. So you benefit if it's in his 40s, if it's in his 50s. So don't look at that in a negative, look at that in a positive.
Well said. Very well said. I like it. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense that we benefit more from a mature man that's got all that play out of him. I'm with it. And then, but there are exceptions. Yeah, there definitely are exceptions to the rules where there are some men that just mature early and they know what they want, and so we may be so lucky to get those. But I'm glad you guys said it. So I wouldn't have to throw any shade towards y'all men, okay? To say y'all always think, the getting is good until y'all can't get it no more. Then y'all want to settle down and get somebody that old stuff that,
Your mic is out.
What'd you say? My mic is out? Oh, wow. Can you guys hear me? Okay. All right. Okay. You know what? So let's switch gears. Thank you so much for talking about dating with us and relationships. We women, we really want to know. I mean, we're confused a little bit. We don't know what's going on. So we definitely want to know. And we love the insight that you guys were able to give us. I want to switch really quick into the cryptocurrency. I know that you've been doing it, Xavier, for at least 3 years now, if not more. You've made yourself a professional. You're good at this. You know this. This is in your DNA. I think this was meant for you. You've been day trading. Is that correct?
Yes.
which is very exciting to me. Very, very exciting. Just the thought of being able to make money in your sleep is very exciting to me. And I kind of want to debunk some of the, the myths and the mystery about, the actual cryptocurrency, NFT trading platforms and what that is and what it entails. And also help us avoid the scams and the scammers, because I know I get in my inbox all the time. Someone's trying to get me to come on their team, trade with them, send them my Cash App handle and all kinds of mess. And I'm like, no, just leave me alone. So you definitely, your company is is legitimate, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited about your company, and for the sake of time, I actually want to go ahead and bring Hirsch in so that he can speak to this as well. Hirsch, are you there?
Yes, I am here. Are you able to hear me?
Oh, we got you. We got you.
Awesome. Awesome. We can talk.
Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay, I would ask if Xavier can kind of kick it off and let us know, just very rudimentary, what cryptocurrency actually is. And it's okay to talk to us like 4-year-olds, because we are really here to get the education today.
Okay, so you want me to go first?
Please. Mm-hmm.
Exactly as you said. It's a form of currency for goods. So if you own Bitcoin, makes it unique as opposed to the US dollar is banks, right? And I know Hirsch is laughing because he knows over time it's going to grow, and that's what makes it amazing. To go out and do your day job, your money can now work, and you can buy and sell it. So Hirsch, this is the first things he showed me, and I'm thank goodness he's on this. But I don't know if that makes sense.
That makes all the sense in the world. And then you gave us a great introduction to Hirsch. Hirsch, can you tell us a little bit about yourself before you dive right into the money, even though I love talking about the money, honey. But can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became a guru of the, I want to call you the crypto god, but they may be a little over the top. So tell us about yourself and how you got into cryptocurrency.
None of that's necessary. The light was so bright that I had this ring light. I was trying this Xavier toxin, his face in the ring. I said, listen, my eyes are too old for that. I just turned that thing off and let's talk straight.
Okay.
I started in the insurance industry, Jersey, kind of near Atlantic City. And, I wanted to kind of create passive streams of income. And I kind of thought, well, if I can master one thing, then I don't got to worry about wearing a suit, wearing a green tie, doing something, do income, or create money when I can just master money and just focus on that one thing. And that's really what led me to the crypto industry. But I started in insurance. I built a team, built an eventually after college, moved out of New Jersey to New York, and that's where I'm at now currently. Then in 2020 in the pandemic, as we were all stuck at home, we had nothing better to do. I'm getting this income coming in from insurance. I built passive income. Now it's time for me to learn where the future is going. So 2020 is actually when I really dove in, and by the grace of God in the business that I've built in insurance, I had the ability to just sit home in 2020 and everything I needed to learn about crypto.
Okay. All right. And so now, okay, and then the company that you both are affiliated with, I should say, I don't want to start set claiming and saying you guys are the owners and the builders and the pioneers, but you're definitely affiliated with the company.
Yeah, absolutely.
And what's the name of that company? Show that for us, Steve.
So the name of the company is the DCX Academy, is where we teach and it is under the hub of the Mastery Academy. So the DCX Academy, crypto education, we have actually 5 different lines of education. I call it Wi-Fi money, honestly. Money in the stock market, in the crypto market, whether it's e-commerce. You've probably seen crazy on Facebook and especially Instagram of people advertising bikinis, watches, bracelets. People are making $5,000-$10,000 a month just running an e-commerce store, and they don't have a house full of bikinis. They actually do a drop shipping model through Shopify, and we actually teach that as well. So we cool. I call it the digital or entrepreneurship school, where you can learn how to make that attractive to you. And X and I have a stronger focus on the crypto, the potential in the future where the crypto markets are going. So that's where we kind of focus on building the income.
Okay. Now, did you just say X? Did you just,
I
call him X?
Call him X. Yeah. that's that's my boy.
You know what I mean? X. That carries a lot of weight now. It carries a lot of weight, Xavier. Now, X just being called X. You know what that is. So.
There's so many people.
Yes. I am so excited about this cryptocurrency because like I said earlier, myself, I get a lot of, I wanted to know about it. I wanted to get into it. I didn't know where to start, definitely wanted to stick my toe in. I didn't want to dive in head first. I've heard a lot of great things about it, but I've also heard, not so great things about it. I wanted to understand the dynamics of cryptocurrency and NFTs versus the stock market. And I understand how it's almost kind of one and the same, but different. And it has its different, its different properties in regards to navigating it. Right. So I wanted to understand that. And I also wanted to understand how to get past the scams. Like, as I was saying, I keep getting inundated with, people in my inbox. Every social media I have, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, or Facebook, there's a collective of people that hits me up on a daily basis about crypto. And they'll say, hey, send me your Cash App because I just got a bonus and I'm going to pay out $1,000 to the next, 5 people that sends me their Cash App. Like, literally, I get that one all the time. And I have gotten to the point where I just play with them back. Like, okay, scale much? You know what I mean? Like, shame on you being a person that's trying to take people's money and get people's credentials so that you can mess up their finances, knowing that we're in an environment like this. Like, shame on you for being that person. You must be sad to be that person. Like, you must be really a low life like that. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God. But anyway, it was refreshing.
Preach.
When it was refreshing when I saw Xavier, and I was actually just kind of perusing TikTok, and I was just, he comes up in my feed, and he was actually on live giving advice, doing exactly what he did today, giving advice to women in regards to dating and relationships with men. And he just happened to do a by the way, you know what I mean? By the way, go on my page and you can click the link, and I'm doing crypto as well. The reason why that was more legitimate to me, if you will, is because first of all, he's front facing, he's an open book, he's on there live. You can claim, what's the word? You can make him, he can withstand for anything that he's saying because he's right there. You can bring it to him, you can take it to him. So if he's going to lie, if he's going to misrepresent himself or a company or, finances, he can't hide. He cannot hide from that. And he was very direct. When I went to the link, I clicked on the link. It took me to a portal where I was able to enter my information, and he was able to get right back to me. And so from there, we've been going from there, and everything has been legitimate, even the sign up. Even when I signed up, I got my information right away. I got my course right away. I was able to interact with live people in regards to the teachings. And then there was a team. It's like I instantly had a team of people that was willing to help me. So I'm secure now. I know that I'm with a company that has my better interest in mind, because it only benefits you all to make sure that I'm a winner as well. So that was the difference with, with your company. But other than that, I'm this person with all of these things in my inbox saying, hey, come play with me, come spend money with me, give me your credentials, and I'll make you rich. So how do we get past that, especially a newbie like myself that's trying to get into the game? And it took me about a year to even decide to start looking at this seriously because of the scams.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, you know, in the beginning, you first asked, hey, what are the differences between the stock market on that? And I'll get into how to protect ourselves a little bit better.
Okay.
But yes, differences is, you know, the stock markets, they work with the banks.
Okay.
So they work, you know, 5 days a week. They work during those hours. There's after hours OTC trading a little bit. Their markets are 24/7, 365. They're not controlled. Stocks and companies are getting hit left and right. They can and this and that. The stock market is a beauty. What I mean to say is, you know, when you own a share, you can't spend you can spend your crypto. You know, we can buy some Bitcoin here. Let's say X has a beautiful rid of it. I don't want to drive it no more. I'm kind of tired. I'll say, actually, you know what? I'll give you 1 Bitcoin for it. It gets in 15 minutes. I get the Mustang, and it doesn't matter if X lives here, 9 p.m. We don't got to wait for banks. We don't got to wait for bank tellers. It doesn't matter if X lives in. I'm buying a car from him or buying something from him there. I could still send him that money, get into some action speed in less than a minute, less than 30 seconds. So that, like, you know, that mobility of currency, and we need to understand every 100 years the paper or society uses changes. Back in the day, we were doing the barter system. Then we moved to shells. Then we moved on to saying gold, shiny objects, golden coins. You know, cows, you're going to have to bring your gold or your shiny silver. If you want some wheat from X's to bring that gold or silver, and imagine if in the world of gold and silver, somebody came, I got this paper dollar over here. Why don't we put all the gold at home? Don't bring it out to your house and buy this paper and let this be the money. Everyone would have been like, man, that guy's crazy. You ain't getting no milk from my stall unless you bringing gold. We ain't taking that paper. And that those people would have been, you know, if when paper money was first introduced, think of kind of the brink of that evolution right now, where, you know, it's just much more transferable. And so that's you know, one big difference between the two in the crypto and the stock market. And from all these scammers, like people like X and myself, I'll tell you, we will not really to be DMing you unless I feel like you're a very sharp person that we should collab with your inbox. No, I won't be sliding DMs. I got a wife, you know, with you ain't sliding in no DMs. Yo, this is a powerful person. I feel like she's an influencer and she's just not getting paid.
Right.
Not in a good or bad way. I'm just saying, like, X is an influencer. I said, let's help him elevate more full-time, what he's more passionate about, rather than his 9 to 5. And we in a certain way, but you won't see people like us actually DMing. I have people DMing me, like sending him messages, because we use a different style of attraction marketing. And yes, I do run sponsors. If you flip through stories, you'll probably see an advertisement of mine, and that's sponsored. You know, fake people never DM you. They will never ask for investments. We do not ask for investments. I've had people that said, I'll do it first. Would you do it for me? I said, no, I don't want your money. I don't care about that. We'll teach you how to trade, but I don't. In the United States and in most countries, it is illegal for somebody to take crypto for you. It's not legal. So just understand, if somebody's asking for money, if somebody's asking for cash, it's illegal. And the other thing is, can you jump on a Zoom call and talk to me? I guarantee you I've never had. They are so afraid to have their face seen. They will never, ever, 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 ever jump. Oh, I'd love to meet you face to face. If you shot a DM to me in my inbox, and anybody that's on this call, and you said, Hirsch, could we have a conversation? I'd always say, let's talk on Zoom first, and let's see if you're right for somebody, a gym membership who's never going to walk into the gym. I got to make sure you're the right person for me to work with for you. And X and I both have the same alignment on values of that. But that's how I would tell people to protect. Give anybody money to invest for you. Always invest on your own. And if it's somebody who's really trusted, then ask them to jump on a video call or Zoom call with you. You know, see if you actually see legit.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. If you know, if they're a legitimate person or company, they wouldn't mind getting on a face-to-face with you type of call, especially with the technology that we have. So that makes sense. What do you know? What, just out of curiosity, you may not know this, but what is it when what is it that they're actually doing when they're asking you for your, like, your credentials, like your, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to say like they're asking you for your bank account, but they're asking you for like your Facebook, I'm sorry, your Cash App handle, right? Like, what's your Cash App? That's the thing. That's what's always in the inbox. What's your Cash App? I'm gonna send $1,000 to you. I'm gonna send
I'm actually curious.
$2,000. Like, what is that? What is that? And it's always with people that you know already, like people that you're following already, or that follows you, or that you have interacted with. So it seems to me that they're getting hacked, because it's not necessarily a stranger, you know, for all intents and purposes, that are in my inbox. It'll always be with someone that maybe who's ever hacking seen me interact with before. You know, I even had a friend that she got hacked, and that was happening in my inbox. And later on, she was like, "Hey, that wasn't me." You know, and I said, "Well, I figured as much." So what is it that what is the benefit of them actually getting your Cash App handle or whatever? Is that the introduction to getting information? Like, okay, if I get them to give me the Cash App, then I can get them to give me some more information. What is that? Have you even heard of that?
Yes, I've heard of it. This happens a lot. There's a lot of what we call scams, and there's a lot of schemes that come that are starting to get more smarter and smarter. We teach crypto security. We teach a lot about this kind of stuff. Okay. But when they ask for your Cash handle, then they can do a couple different things with it. It's like, yeah, I gave him my Cash App. He could send me all the money you want. I'll take the money and I'll go get myself some steak dinner with it. That sounds cool, but what they're able to do is, or if they're following you and they're following your social media, they know your things. Oh, Facebook, it's X's birthday. Now I know when his birthday is.
Okay.
Right? They could try to recover your Cash App account, so they log in on their end with your username, and they could recover it with their things if they have your email, or they can send you a fake receipt. So through your Cash App, also find out the email that's tied to your Cash App. If they find out your email, or they find out your Cash App on, they can send you, but beware of these links. Oh, your Cash App is compromised password. Oh, your Cash App, you need to update your password, right? And then if it's a thing, put in your new password. So they're creating these fake domains and these fake screens where once they send you a message to your phone, imagine if you get a phone message on your phone that says, "Hey, this is Cash App. Please update your password. Click this link here." You click this link here. It says put your old password, and it says Cash App. Everything looks legit, and you're like, "Wow, this is legit. Great." I type it in, but as soon as you type your password, they can log into Cash App and they can ask for money out of your bank and get it out immediately. What they do is, if they get the first piece of information, then they can start to backdoor you or shop and do these kinds of fancy things and try to really hack you and take money from you. So say never ever, if it sounds too good to be true, it's too good to be true. They say you make 10K a week, then why everybody a millionaire with you? Then those kinds of things. We tell people very honestly, when you work with us, you went to college maybe and you got a bachelor's or a master's. I got a bachelor's, or you might, whatever it is degrees that you got, and you might have spent 4 to 6 years, and those 4 to 6 dime on that degree until after you graduated, and you went through a 6-month application process. Here, with the education we're teaching you, we teach you how to make money day one. We teach you how to invest, trade markets, but we ask you to give yourself a 6-month learning curve at least to learn, because years and didn't get paid a penny. Here, you're paying a tenth of the tuition that you would pay at college, and on a daily basis. So we don't sell false promises. We don't tell you you're gonna be getting a layoff. Those guys are all scammers. Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what I like about what I also like about your company is that you send trades every day. So until we get the hang of it, you're like, here, try this, do this one. You can still make money, like you said, day one. Tell me about that concept. Why did you guys come up with that concept? Like, we're not only going to give them the lessons, we are not going to only give them the knowledge of how to become a day trader and understand cryptocurrency as well as NFTs. We're going and also teach them how to start their own business in the way of crypto and NFTs and so on and so forth. But you also said, let's get them paid every day. Let's give them an opportunity to get them paid every day. So, tell me about that concept.
Get paid. That's the key word.
Yes.
Cut you off.
Yes.
You know why?
Yeah, no worries.
CEO of this company was a billionaire prior to him starting companies just for profit. They start a company just to make money, and this gentleman, he started this academy about 9 years ago, and his whole has always been, let's bring Wall Street to Main Street and teach our everyday. That was what the whole idea of this company was about. Do what the banks are doing and what the wealthy information is hidden. You will never learn it in school. You will never learn it in your math class. Your teach you how to get wealthy because your teachers aren't wealthy. If you want to learn from wealthy people, you got to learn exactly. That's what was brought to this academy is, let's teach you the education for you to learn how to spend it so that you could fish and feed your family for life. But in the same time, throughout that process, experts doing our educators are doing our educational zones that we are buying and selling at, so that your basis. The whole idea of the academy is, one, take a student, from not knowing a single thing to, let's say, be profitable very quickly in these markets, but at the same time, as there could be that's very busy, and she has a couple kids to take care of, and maybe she's a single mom, all the time in the world to look at the charts or to learn how to expertly trade. But she is part of a individual high level. What do you call it? Part of a network of some could be lawyers, some could be doctors, some could be expert traders, some could be expert NFT traders, and she's from these people, so that she doesn't have to take time out of her day to do all this kind of research. Just being sent. The coolest thing about this academy is if you want to become some kind of expert, you can definitely do that by learning through. I just want a way to make an extra money and don't have to worry and let your brain just get plugged into the experts. People, that's the coolest thing is those people. There's so many, parents, family, children at the day. X is mentoring a lot of people. He has a very good lady that I just as well. Her name is Maha. We don't want to go into too much details, but she just got it out of a bad relationship, and now she's a working mom who has a great income, care of a kid, has to worry about babysitters and this and that, but she's got an extra way to make money through crypto. Excited, and she's got a gang of people that have her back, like myself, like Xavier, and a lot of the other people there to advise, not just in crypto. People here have bought multiple real estate houses. I've bought multiple different businesses. So advice goes a long way. Bought multiple cars. If there's kids here, 100K needs to buy a car, doesn't know how to buy a car, never been to a car dealership. Get advice from mentors. That real mentorship that we offer is amazing. And X comes in with the amazing relationship mentor was lacking in our close-knit network. So we really respect that as well.
It's funny how it goes hand in hand, right? Broken relationships and money, I mean, like, the stability of a woman and money and crypto. So it's just funny how it goes hand in hand. I think he picked the perfect career to complement each other.
Yeah.
So yeah, it goes hand in hand. There. Do we have a question, Reggie? Okay. you know, I really want to spend more time with you guys doing this. We had some difficulties getting started here. Want to spend way more time with you guys. We got to do this again. And Xavier, I got to get you out to LA. Come on and sit in the studio. And we'll have you guys back again for
Yes.
sure. There's a lot of questions that are still yet unanswered. There's a lot more we can talk about. I wanted to dive into the inner workings of cryptocurrency, but we'll save that for next time. That just means that you guys have to come back. And we would love to have you back here on 2020 Vision when everything is all smooth and worked out. So thank you guys. And thank you,
Absolutely.
Hurst, for coming on today. I know you have a busy schedule making that money. So,
Hey, thank you so much for asking. We love your show.
yes,
I think this is
thank
great.
you.
We're going to be back maybe 2023 vision, you know?
Okay. You know, I want to talk about before you go, Xavier, what's next for you. I want to show the people the website and the also the book. We didn't get a chance to really dive into your book, but I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it any injustice. So there it is on the screen: 5 toxic dating styles, and you can find that on Amazon. Find it on Amazon, ladies. It's a good read, ladies. It's a good read, you know.
Thank you.
Hey, Xavier is down with it. You know, he's down with the team. You know, he's team woman all the way. I'm with it. You know, like
1000%.
yes.
Women of
And we
the
were gonna
future.
yes. We were gonna get into some spiritual things and all of that, but we'll save that for next time, definitely. Also, if you could show his website, Steve, so that people can know where to go and get more information on what he's doing and how he's doing it. Find your happiness. That's the first thing. That's that first site. Find your happiness. So on his website, ladies, or anyone really, you're able to sign up. He even offers a free coaching session for the first time. So your first time with him, you know, you get to test it out like he was talking about earlier. You know, let's date first on Zoom, you know, see how that goes. That way you'll understand he's the real deal. So you can find him. What was the website again? Xavier Tainment. Is it? What's the website? Say your website for us, Xavier.
Love, love, live.
Love Live. Love Live. You better stop talking about love on
Live
here.
better.
You better stop talking about love so much, young man. Okay. So lovelivebetter.squarespace.com. Lovelivebetter.squarespace.com. And his book is on Amazon, and it's the 5 toxic dating styles.
90
So Xavier,
seconds.
can you tell us really quick what's up for you next? What should we look forward? Are you doing another book? When can we tune in to your live again so that we can get some information from you on dating? Tell us what you got going.
Definitely keep up with my Instagram. I'll be posting when I'm going. Also, yes, I will be writing another book soon.
60 seconds.
Wow, it's like the Terminator. Definitely look out because I'll be making a lot more posts, a lot more content, and dating the right way. I want to make
That's all
sure that
right.
everybody gets.
Okay, great. Is Hirsch? Do we still have Hirsch there? Oh, he left. Okay. Oh, I wanted him to say one last thing. Okay, and then Xavier, tell us how if they are interested in doing cryptocurrency and actually taking some classes and learning about the latest, greatest craze, the industry of cryptocurrency and NFTs. Tell them how they can connect
10
with you
seconds.
and your company.
Message me at Xavier Entertainment on Instagram. Find me a message, and I will show you the company. I am Mastery Academy, and I'll get you what you need. All the information.
Okay, so we put his. Okay, so his IG is right there on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. IG at Xavier Tainment. Slide into his DMs, and he did say that this time. Just don't slide in there with no scams, you know. But you could you could definitely slide in there though. And then Herc, his IG is on there as well. Herc Adeep. And yeah, he also is the crypto guru. You know, Mastery Academy, that's cranking out millionaires. And I'm going to say it. They cranking out millionaires over there at Mastery Academy. So get in touch with these gentlemen, especially Xavier. And he'll set you straight. Xavier, can you leave the people with one final comment, last comments that you would like to leave the people with, especially for the women that's out here trying to find love and the men that's out here ready to receive it? Definitely give us some last comments on that.
First of all, it all starts with you. Self is great because people will perceive you. Anyone take away your honor, your respect, your dignity, and have fun. Right?
Yes, have fun. Have fun. I think that is the ultimate. Love is fun too. You know what I mean? Love is happiness. So yeah, have fun, which is related to love. Just love, and love. Reggie, you want to leave them with some last comments?
Wow, I think that the best place to be is knowing that asking yourself the question, would you date you? And depending on your answer, that'll let you know where you are. If your answer is no, then you still need to do some more work. But if your answer is yes, then you feel like you've done the work. So look in the mirror, ask yourself the question, would I date me and would I be in love with me? And then that'll let you know where you are and what you need to do.
All right, now see, the thing about that is I've asked myself that question. So the second part of that question is I would definitely be in love with me because I love me. But the first part of the question, it would be difficult. It would be difficult dating me because I love what I do and I spend a lot of time doing it. And so when one might want my time, it may be difficult for me to share myself with other people because I love doing what I do.
So then in that scenario, what you do is you be patient and you put out to the universe what you want, how it's going to look. So when you have that encounter, that person will have the patience to put up with who you are and what you do because you've already threw out into the universe what you deem is a fit for you. So would you date you? You've already said how complicated and difficult it is. So therefore, now you know you got to have some patience with the person that the universe is going to send and wait for it. But while you're waiting for it, continue to do the work on you so when he does come, he doesn't see the difficulties and the complications.
All right, now say that. Yeah, see, right about now we would need that hand clap. Again, I want to thank you, Xavier, for coming on. Usually right about now I have you do a drop at the end, but I may just have you do a video on your phone, and I can get it from you later because I don't want it to be disturbed by the glitchiness. So, but thank you so much for coming on. This is going to run all week. We're probably going to do some editing to it, but it's going to run all week. People get to see you, and we'll have you come back again. I appreciate you. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your insight. And you guys, this has been another episode of 2020 Vision. My name is Amira the Songstress, and you can find me at Twitter at Amira the Songstress, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and any platform that you want to listen to my music on at Amira the Songstress. And the message is what it always is: love, life, and light. Just love. no matter what, just love. Love brings happiness. Love brings family. Love brings stability. And love does bring finance. Money does grow on trees, no matter what you heard. Paper, we use trees to make paper. And we use paper to make money, honey. So it does grow on trees. So we're not about to run out of it anytime. And then when we start running out of your traditional money, we're going to have crypto. So at the end of the day, there's enough wealth to go around. We should all be prosperous and in love. Love, life, and light, you guys. And remember, stay focused.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Ooh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess. Riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets. Making hits is a reflex. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh yeah, I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. Oh, yeah.